Okay, so this is, I guess, what we can say what the intern sees, me being the intern. And I'm observing Pete train these two basketball guys. You could tell tall, lanky. But yeah, they're I think they're freshmen or sophomores in high school. I can't remember, but they're around the same age, and they're both beginners to lifting, and they're close to season. So that's like the background notes, I guess you could say. So here, first thing, obviously they warmed up already. They did some sprints, some extensive jumps. I mean, not sprints. They did some sprint warm up drills, and then they did some extensive jumps and some push ups. And yeah, that was the warm up. And now here we are with the first part. Now, this is called the explosive block. This is what P calls it. So we got sprints and jumps, or sprints and jumps are usually in the explosive block. So they're both gonna sprint. They compete with their times, which is always a good factor. And then we have jumps. Actually, they did the jumps first, then the sprints. Jumps stimulate a little bit. So here we go. We can hear how he's doing.
Holy cow!
Oh yeah, and the reason why they're doing different jumps is one of them's on the vertical day, like vertical power day. The other one's on the horizontal power day. So they're doing similar lifts, similar workouts, except just like they're on different days or something.
Is that Miles? Good.
So he's doing broad jumps over there. Got regular dumbbell jumps with the Bidney's wave cycle that
17-0
we like to do.
again.
I think these are 20 pounds or something, or 30. I don't know.
I'll explain in a second. So you had 17, 17, 15, 7. Okay, what was that? 8 yards again. Same thing, 288.
And then so we do the contrast. So he's going weighted to three regular, three weighted, three regular, all single reps. We all have the measurements on here. Pete puts them in the app, puts them in his app, and also puts them in a calculator to get the averages and the best of the day. PR every day.
There we go. Come on now, that's where we need to be. 25-7? 21-7. Come on, dude.
All right, so then there we go. So it's going to be jump, sprint, jump, sprint, jump, sprint. So we got 3 sets. Here we go, another sprint. Look at that. Good sprint.
299. Oh my God. See, I called it. You're gonna go a couple sub-3 here.
Yeah, so these are what is this?
Okay,
20 yard? Oh yeah, this is a 20-yard dash. So we just got these guys doing a straight 20, and we're tracking each of them. So we got sprints. We got vertical sprints for this guy. Then we got, I forget Carson. Which one's Carson? I totally forgot, honestly. Vertical sprints. Vertical jumps. Then we got regular sprints for both of them. 20-yard. 2975. Decent. And then horizontal broad jumps for other guy. So yeah, that's the explosive block. Sprints and jumps. And on upper body days, it's usually like throws or something. But yeah, we got broad jump triples was one of them, and then regular vertical jumps for the other one. So that's the explosive block. That's the first portion. Just delete it. All right. Then we go to the main lift right here. Now this is interesting. So these guys are both beginners, like I said before. So what Pete likes to do is start getting them their main lift as the Javoric complex. So if you don't know what it is, here it is. So we're doing 6 to 8 reps, and they're on different cycles. So I'm pretty sure Mason, is his name Mason? One of them's Mason or Carson or something. But the kid in the white, he is doing more reps because he's deeper into the cycle. The kid in the black shirt is doing less reps. Now I think they both have 35 or 40 pounds in each hand. So they're doing this Javoric complex, which includes high pulls, snatches, squat to press, RDLs, and a row. So this is just building overall strength and getting them prepped to start doing actual main lifts as their main move for the day. So this is what their main lift in quotations is for the day. And the goal here is to get 40% body weight for 3 sets of 8. So we do one set there, which includes, depending, it could be like 24 reps. So you see that, whatever. And then we're pairing it with a jump. So again, kid in the black shirt is on the vertical day, so he's doing all vertical jumps. Kid in the white shirt is doing all broad jumps. So here we go. So after they finish their thing, they're going to superset this with their jump.
Yes.
So first one we got.
So next time go on a 30 there, Miles. That's a 33.
Miles, not Mason, my bad. So Miles is the guy in the black shirt, and they're all doing a new variation every set. So notice how the first jump, and they're all extensive jumps, new variation each set. So again, does that. All right, there they go. This is their second set.
The bell's a little closer, Carson. The bell's a little closer.
Carson and
here you go.
Miles. So here they are doing it again. High pulls, snatches.
Jump first, Carson. Jump first. There you go. Think high pull. High pull to the catch. Boy.
But again, this is their second set.
Good.
Now.
Catch it behind you. Job, Miles.
And they're pairing this with the jump. This is their main lift for the day.
Come up with the elbows. Get the elbows up. Job, Miles. Job, Carson. Way to go.
All right, anyway, you already know what this is. You can also look at another YouTube video. We explain this more in depth, which is pretty cool. All right, so yeah, they finish that. Then they go back to their jumps. And something to note here.
Yeah, rotational jump.
Something to note here is they have a new jump variation each set, and it's all extensive and continuous jumps. Because again, these are beginners. They are trying to we're ramping them up. So we like to slow cook it, is what Pete says. So we're exposing them. So now, the first one was a vertical, regular. Now this is a lateral. And now, okay, so he did regular broad jumps, and now he's doing lateral broad jumps. So we're doing a new variation each set, which I really like that idea, because you're just exposing them to new movements and different qualities.
So we think of multiplanar. First one's sagittal.
Here he goes.
Second one's frontal, and then we'll put like I don't even know if transverse is the word, but we'll put a rotational element. Yeah. The lateral ones he'll do. We'll do a zigzag probably for that one. I'm forgetting my progression right now, but it's something like that. There you go. Look at that. Perfect.
So now we got this rotational. So this is his third set. So he had a regular vertical, then he had a lateral, and now he has a rotational.
Load and go. So with these three-dimensional jumps, we look at feeling so zigzag, two leg. So stay outside of the mid. Good. Watch it coming back. Hit and go. So bounce, 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 bounce. Try to bounce. What? We should have moved those bells. What's that? Yeah, why not? So when we think about it, right? I mean, a lot of basketball is changing direction stuff. So it's very chaotic, and you're going to get twisted and turned around. So you got to look at learning how to absorb. I don't know. I'm just say absorb force because everybody understands that. Absorb force and change direction three-dimensionally. Sometimes off of 2 feet, sometimes off of 1 feet. So we can kind of take care of that with our jump series. So even though we might have a horizontal theme, we can put it in different planes. If we have a vertical theme, we can put that in different planes. If we have a single leg theme, we can put that in different planes. So we can, varying it each time gives you a different chance to learn it different. You can see too. You can kind of, from the coach's eye perspective, you can pick apart possibly some weak areas there. Seeing how some kids may move forward great, but side to side not so good. Let's put those away, boys. We're gonna get going on the next one.
All right. So again, there's Pete explaining why we're doing this, and I really like his thought process behind it. So I'll just let this play so you can just watch it. So again, the main lift, we have the Javort complex, 6 to 8 reps, 3 sets, and this is all on the minute, or not on the minute. They're on the clock. I can't remember. I think it was every 75 seconds. But again, condition while we train. But they're pairing the Javort complex with 3 different jumps, whether they're on the vertical or horizontal day. They're doing those jumps paired with it. So they're doing a different type of extensive and continuous jump every set. It first starts up with a regular one, regular vertical jump, regular broad jump, all continuous and extensive. Then the second one was lateral vertical jumps and the lateral broad jumps. And the third one was a rotational vertical jump, and then the last one was like a zigzag broad jump. So again, we're exposing these athletes to many different qualities and getting them used to just different movements. I really like that concept. So every set, new jump. Dvorak complex, a different jump. Dvorak complex, a different jump. Dvorak complex, a different jump. So yeah, good stuff. I really liked watching that main lift. Again, on the clock, condition while we train. And yeah, so again, they're beginners. That's why we got the Dvorak complex. And eventually they'll get into the main lifts of like squats and deadlifts. All right, so that's the main lift. Next, we got B circuit. Love me a good B circuit. So let's see what we got here. We got, so basically a B circuit, 3 exercises, 3 sets on the clock. I think they're on every 75 seconds is what they're on.
Little boy.
So what we have here is a push, pull, and a single leg. They're all doing the same. They're doing the same thing, just in different ways. So they're both doing the seated overhead press, and then they're both doing the single leg step up, and then they're also doing chin ups, but just in different ways. And they're just gonna rotate through this circuit 3 sets.
Look at that, Cars. 3 pull-ups. It's like triple your strength from when you walked in. I always say if the kid gets no pull-ups and they get like 3, it's like you're triple the strength. Go home and tell your mom and dad that you're triple strong. Start from the top if you want, or just go from there.
So here we go. Carson right here is doing his 3. He's ahead in the program.
2.
So he's just doing 3 chin-ups.
3. Go 3 more if you can. Oh, that's all right. My bad. Just stay with 3. That's fine.
And then there's Miles.
I forgot to switch that where you're doing the drop.
So Miles here is overhead pressing. And they're just rotating through these movements.
How many did you do there?
And then next exercise right here.
Make sure
Single leg
biceps
step
behind
up.
ears. So really like look through the window. Okay, there we go, Cars. Good, just like that. Okay, good job, man. Boom. But when you hit that, take off. Boom. Yep. That's how you get it. That's how you get it. That's how you get the dunk. Right? That's how you get the dunk. His mom's got a bet with him, I heard.
So anyway, we have these 3 exercises. We're just going through them. We got the step up. We got the push. We got the pull. And they're just cycling through this every 75 seconds. They have their own sets and reps they know about, whatever. So there we go. And over here we have, he's doing, Miles, I'm pretty sure, is doing concentric or eccentric chin-ups because he's lower in the face. So here we go.
Just go with the hold and then the down. You don't have to hold it. 5, yeah, I forget what phase. Down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2 more. I think this is the hanging lower, or the 5, or the holding lower. 4, 3, 2, 1, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So again, what we're doing here is we're doing he's at the CP3 program. He's in that where he's gonna hold 5 and then drop 5 and get it. I think he's doing 5 reps, and then once he does that, he can progress on to the next one where Carson is at. Carson's doing regular chin-ups.
1, down, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. So yeah, that's just integrating the CP3 right into the set there. We're on a 115 rest, so it does get a little bit dense, but that's okay. You know, when you max out, you essentially go to fail.
So again, that's with the B circuit, 3 exercises, push, pull, single leg. Obviously, it's different for different days, like if you're only doing upper body or lower body. But again, push, pull, single leg, 3 sets on the clock, continuously going through this. And I'm pretty sure it literally took them like less than 15 minutes to get this amount of work in. Oh, and then here's Pete talking about why maxing out on chin-ups every week is not going to increase your chin-ups and why you should get the CP3 program.
You teach 2 things to fail. 1, a bad motor pattern. 2, your brain. Right? Because you keep getting frustrated. Right? And then, or your body just like, I'm trying everything I can just to do a rep, but it's like, who knows if the pattern's good? You got to teach good pattern. Let's go now. Up. That's why you got to set it up for success. Set yourself, give them a chance to win every day.
Yep.
Add a rep. You don't always have to add weight. Add a rep. We'll add 2 reps every time. Wave through it.
All right, so yeah, that one's good. That's the B circuit. Last thing we got here is 1x20. So Pete also likes to do 1x20 at the end for these beginner guys, just getting them building some muscle. So I think he does with the 1x20 bulletproofing section, he calls it posterior shoulder, calves, and posterior chain. So right now I'm just going to show you the posterior shoulder, but they also did do calves and the posterior chain. Again, one set of 20. Here we go.
Get your toes off the floor. Good. All a face pull is both elbows come up, and then back down. Good. So if that's too easy, walk under more.
So he's going to do one set of 20 for this.
Yeah, the bulletproof, like you're usually going to get, you'll see us here do posterior shoulder. You can break it up. You don't have to do 20 straight. Go mild. Elbows high, though. Elbows high. So think of like elbows going above your head.
So again, we can show this one more time. I like this aspect because you're still getting some more volume in while not like tiring them out. So you're just doing one set of 20. So for this day, he had them do one set of 20 for a posterior shoulder movement, which was the Cuban press or the face pulls. Then he had them do 1x20 calves. Always good for basketball players and any athlete, honestly. And they had a 1x20 GHD or something hamstrings, posterior chain. So that was just some added volume at the end to, again, bulletproof them, make them better. So yeah, that's the workout. I can write this down just to show it a little bit to make it easier. So again, this is Pete working out, or Pete's lift with basketball guys. So B-ball lift. We got the explosive block. Again, this was really quick and efficient. Explosive block, we have jumps, and then we have sprints. And now for the jumps, what we did was either vertical or horizontal. And that could either be, that's dumbbell jumps plus body weight, or triple rod jump, which is consecutive. So that's, they either did either or. And then sprint we had was, both of them did 20-yard sprint, just try to, and then they went through this 3 sets. So again, that's what we did for the explosive block. Then we have the main lift. Main lift was Javorek complex. I don't know if that's how you spell it, whatever. Javorek complex, 3 sets of 6 to 8 reps, depending where they're at in that wave. And trying to goal is 40% body weight. And then we paired it with jumps, and that was either horizontal or vertical, depending on their day. And then it went from lateral, no, it went from regular, lateral, rotation. And that's, we have 3 sets here, 3 sets. And yeah, so they did 1 set here, 1 set there, 1 set there. And again, these were all continuous, I don't know how to spell continuous / extensive jumps, since this is a beginner. They're beginner guys, so we're just getting them used to different movements, different qualities, different planes of motion. And again, this was on the clock. Condition while you train. Then B circuit. This was also 3 sets. And here we had a push, which was overhead press, seated, working the hips as well. Then we had a pull, which was chin-ups, and it varied between the guys. And then we had step-ups, and these were, let's focus on explosive. Nothing crazy. And again, this was on the every 75 seconds, condition while you train. Love that. 3 sets. I don't remember their reps, but it was awesome. Then they did also with the chin-ups different progressions, which was CP3 program. Different progressions there. After they did that, they had the 1x20, which equals bulletproof section, is what Pete called it. And that was posterior shoulder. Where's this? Posterior shoulder. posterior chain and calves. So they did 1x20 an exercise for each of these. Again, this was a beginner lift. They're more beginners. They're getting used to lifting. That's why we have the Dvorak complex instead of a squat, bench, or deadlift, which I really like because it's also conditioning and putting on some muscle on that. So, yeah, I really like this session. A lot of good stuff. Again, if you want to see more of Pete's concepts and methods, get his book. It's awesome. But yeah, this was a good session to watch. And if you guys have any questions, just let me know. All right. Work hard always.